back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about White Fang. White Fang is a 1991 theatrical release. It is directed by Brandauer, cinematography by Tony Pierce-Roberts, editing by Lisa Day, music by Basil Polidoris, and it's written by Gene Rosenberg, Nick Thiel, and David Fallon. Randall Kleiser. I covered in the video about Flight of the Navigator. The link will be in the description. Tony Pierce-Roberts is best known for A Room with a View, Howard's End, The Remains of the Day, and Doom. Lisa Day is best known for music and lyrics, Shelf Life, Xanadu, and Scorchy. Basil Polidoris is best known for The Hunt for Red October, RoboCop, The Blue Lagoon, and Conan the Barbarian. Gene Rosenberg I covered in the video about the journey of Natty Gann. The link will be in the description. Nick Thiel is best known for Magnum P.I., Proof, Shades of Blue, and Voyagers. David Fallon is best known for The District, CSI New York, Split Decisions, and this. The film is based off a book of the same name by Jack London. Shall we compare? Two men take their dog sled team to deliver a coffin to Lord Alfred. The men are stalked by wolves. The wolves attack and eat all the dogs and one of the men. Four teams find and rescue the other man. A she-wolf and her mate have a litter of 5 cubs, all die except one. The father is killed by a lynx. The she-wolf kills the lynx's cubs to feed her pup. The lynx and she-wolf fight. The she-wolf wins but is badly injured. Her and her pup eat the lynx over a course of a week as she recovers. They encounter Aboriginal people who recognize her as their brother's wolfdog. They take both back and they reveal the name of the she-wolf is Kaichi and they name the pup White Fang. The other dogs are mean to White Fang and he is forced to grow as a mean and solitary wolf. Kaichi is sold off to another camp. White Fang runs away from the camp but rescues Grey Beaver's son Mitsa. White Fang finds his mother Kaichi but she chases him off because she has a new litter. White Fang is accidentally sold to an evil dog fighter. Accidentally sold to an evil dog? White Fang wins against all opponents except a bulldog who nearly suffocates him. Wheaton Scott stops the fight and forcibly buys White Fang. He keeps White Fang and tames him. A criminal tries to kill Whedon's father, but White Fang kills the criminal. Whedon names his estate the Blessed Wolf, and White Fang fathers puppies with the collie on the estate. The end. They are so different. The book and the movie are vastly different. Granted, I didn't read the book, but I read this summary, and half of this does not happen in the movie. First of all, the main character in the movie is a boy named Jack. Nowhere in this is there a Jack, it's a Scott Whedon who eventually saves White Fang, but Jack is pretty much the main character. There's an Alex, didn't read about an Alex in the plot summary. The dogfighting stuff happens, but the repeated, Kaichi, his mom, dies in the beginning, right away. You don't know her name is Kaichi, she wasn't someone's wolf dog. She just is his mom, and she only has the one pup, and she dies from a gunshot wound, not a lynx fight. And then White Fang is kind of on his own until he gets caught in a trap where Grey Beaver finds him. Grey Beaver tames him and makes him a work dog, and he is bullied. White Fang is bullied by the other dogs, so he's very solitary, but I don't know. And then a dog fighter tricks Grey Beaver into selling White Fang to him, and then the dogfighting stuff happens. That happens. He almost dies. But Jack has now seen White Fang at multiple instances in his life. He saw him as a puppy across a lake. He saw him at Grey Beaver's and tried to befriend White Fang. And then Jack's having his own storyline where he's trying to strike gold at his dad's claim, and his parents are dead, and he has Alex as his friend or whatever, and then he sees White Fang in a dogfight and rescues him and tames him, and that's the story. It is nowhere near what the book is. The film stars Ethan Hawke, Klaus Maria Brandauer, and Jed the Wolfdog. Ethan Hawke plays Jack and is best known for Training Day, Before Sunrise, Before Midnight, and Before Sunset. Klaus Maria Brandauer plays Alex, and he's best known for Out of Africa, Mephisto, Never Say Never Again, and 7 Minutes. Jed the Wolfdog was in the journey of Natty Gann. The film received positive-ish reviews. It has a 63% on Rotten Tomatoes. It had 3 out of 4 stars from Roger Ebert. Lots of praise on the acting. It took $14 million to make, and it made $34.7 million in North America. There are 3 parent deaths in the film. White Fang's mom dies, and White Fang is obviously a major main character, and both of Jack's parents are dead, and he's obviously the main character. So there are 3 parent deaths in the film. I did cry, but I didn't cry where you would expect. I did not cry when White Fang's mom died. Christian did. Christian and Haley were over when I was watching this movie, and Christian sobbed when White Fang's mom died, because it was rough. They really lay it into you. It was a Disney move for sure. But I didn't cry there. I was very emotional though. I was pretty sad. But I didn't cry until Jack was taming White Fang, and like they were having this big like trust moment and everything. And then I cried good. Real good cry. The editing in this film was amazing. A lot of the action sequences were really, really well edited. And I think the editing just soared in this movie. I'm sure the cinematography is also incredible, but I have a very, very old DVD copy of this, so it's still in the 4:3 aspect ratio, and it had a lot of lines going through it, so it's a pretty old DVD. I'm sure they have newer versions of this that are the full widescreen that is restored and shows it in its HD glory, because the scenery was incredible, and there was a lot of movement and a lot of slow-mo, so there was a lot of cool cinematography things going on. It just didn't translate as stunning as it could have because it was still in this old 4:3 ratio. It's a really old DVD, so that's the little mark against that, but not a mark against them. I'm sure in theaters it was extraordinarily stunning, especially because after this film I watched Shipwrecked, and Shipwrecked came out right in the same year and was released in theaters, and that I got to see in its full widescreen, and like, it was stunning. So I'm sure this was along the same lines because it was a similar environment right at the beginning. Anyway, the editing, extraordinary. Dogfighting is crap. No. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought Ethan Hawke did an excellent job. I loved Jack and White Fang's relationship and the build up to them finally like getting together and him being able to tame White Fang. It was so stunning. It was so different than the book though, so like I'm sure people who read the book loved the book and were really disappointed in whatever this was because it is not the same. My final rating is 8 wolf dogs out of 10. Our total movie count is. Our parent death toll is. Our cry count is. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put up videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, and I don't know how you are. So you do it and don't be the dog fighter about it. 2 things. First of all, we're starting to rack up them parent deaths. You can tell it's starting to be like what Disney becomes known for, because we're already at like, what? There were 3 in this movie. We're already like 75, and like it took us forever to go through the 60s of the parent deaths in the last decade. So we're racking them up. Second, the guy who plays the evil dog fighter is Richard from Sex and the City, and I'm kind of not over that.